I got ghosted. My matchmaker calls me yesterday and she's like, hey, I just want to give you like a little bit of feedback. He Googled you. Like, I'm also just so wildly embarrassed and I feel so much like shit.
Unfortunately for this woman, almost everyone has Google these days. And chances are, before even considering meeting you, they're probably going to search your name first. If what they find reveals a terrible digital footprint, they'd likely rather walk away than deal with the mess. So guys, today I've got some of the most unbelievable clips exposing the current state of the dating market, and trust me, you won't want to miss a single insane moment.
Do you guys want to hear an update about my matchmaker date from last week? I got ghosted. So again, most amazing first date I've been on in years. I haven't dated. Why am I fucking I'll tell you guys. So we had that amazing date last week. He even said it was an amazing date. Like, we both agreed. He told like our matchmaker it was an amazing date. I said the same thing. Well then, like, as of last Saturday, I haven't heard from him. And I was like, hey, like, if you have like a change of heart, like, no big deal, but can you just like tell me what changed or something? Nothing. Well, my matchmaker calls me yesterday and she's like, hey, I just want to give you like a little bit of feedback from what happened with your date last week. And I was like, I'd love some clarity. She's like, he Googled you. And I was like, yeah, I kind of figured. Because like what pops up is like my biggest videos. My biggest videos are back when I was like in a wildly hurt place. And I was just acting so reckless. And I know what all the misogynistic men are going to write in my comments like, well, that's why you should be a drug slut on the internet.
That's us, guys.
I know.
Hey, that's us. She's talking about us.
I get it. I know.
Hell yeah,
like,
bro.
Again, I'm not blaming anybody but myself. I do have to say though, like, it kind of did take like the wind out of my sails like a little bit. Just because it was like, I'm gonna have to live with like what I did forever because I did post it and I understand like the internet is forever.
Yes, it is.
I don't know. And again, here I am crying, being like, oh my God, after one date, I got ghosted. But it wasn't like one date. It was like, I don't date, period. Mm-hmm. And I put myself out there and I'm also just so wildly embarrassed and I feel so much like shame. Why am I even putting this on the internet? I feel like as I like try and date going forward, this is something I am gonna have to live with. It's like, oh, it's okay. Somebody's gonna have to love every part of me. I know that, and they're gonna have to love like even the bad parts when I wasn't doing so hot. But like, God, it just kind of sucks, and I just feel so embarrassed. I feel like actually pretty shameful, and it's not shameful because of like how I acted. It's just like shameful the fact that like the average person can have like their past just be their past, you know, and I put my entire life online. When you do that, like, you have to be willing to have everybody see every part of your life. I don't know. Anyways, happy Halloween. I'm gonna go with the sad loser.
Unfortunately, you really can't blame the man for this situation. A lot of people simply won't want to deal with something like that. I mean, it doesn't matter how much money you have or how much you've earned from doing all those things. A lot of men just won't want to deal with it when you're already exposed all over the internet.
Thank you, cannot do that to me.
Like,
please.
Why? You're not the victim in this. Just talk. Like, go throw your tantrum.
The reason she's crying and the reason she's throwing a tantrum is because she got caught, man. You know, when they play victim, that's what they're gonna do. You know, at the end of the day, when they're cheating on you, man, they don't want to get caught. They want to leave you when the time is right. When that man is ready to commit to her, whatever it might be, they wait to leave you until it's time when they're ahead. And I'm telling you right now, the best thing you could do is walk away. The best thing you could do is respect yourself and go find the Lord. Go find the Lord, man. I'm telling you right now, it's the best thing I ever did for myself. Find God. Get up. Hey, you know what? I'm not doing this with you anymore. I'm gonna pray for you. I hope the best for you, but I'm not gonna sit in this storm anymore. You know, I'm not gonna choose to be here anymore. Get up and grind. Go to the gym. Use your pain to motivate you to become a tank, man. And you can do it. I promise you. I believe in you. You don't gotta be put in these situations. You don't gotta be dealing with these toxic women. You don't gotta do it, man. What you gotta do is just get up and become better. Don't sit in toxicity. Don't sit in drama. Stay focused. Stay on your grind. Stay on your purpose.
So honestly, she isn't crying because she actually cheated. She's crying because she got caught doing it. And chances are, if she had never been caught, they would have spent years, maybe even decades, married, and he would have never known, which is honestly the most heartbreaking part.
You don't want to be with me because I'm pregnant? I mean, it was fun when the movie was on. The movie off now.
Okay, but you said that I was pregnant though.
So, no.
You didn't say nothing the first time.
I told you, because I ain't have money to pay for the movie. You paid for the movie. I watched the movie. The movie was good. And now I'm telling you about yourself. You had it in your bio, bro.
So we can't date because I'm pregnant.
No.
But it doesn't even have to be. It doesn't.
You embarrassed me in public, bro. You got me out here. You pregnant. Were you catfishing? Stop catfishing.
I'm not
Stop
catfishing.
catfishing, bro.
I'm not catfishing.
All these people looking at me. Stop catfishing.
I didn't
right.
think that it was gonna be a problem.
It's a huge problem.
You don't have to take care of this. You don't
Why
have
would you go on a date with another man if you pregnant?
You don't have to take care of this baby.
You alright?
Is it technically catfishing if a girl is pregnant and she doesn't let you know that before the date starts? Who y'all thought was right or wrong in this interaction?
I mean, that's a pretty significant detail to hide before meeting someone. Whether you're pregnant or already have kids, I feel like that's something that should definitely be mentioned on a dating app before you ever meet in person.
I had my date last night with the very handsome ex-basketball player from Spain. And the only reason I met this guy is because I broke up with my boyfriend who I lived with, and he told me to get my shit out, and I stayed at a hotel, and this guy was staying at the hotel too, which I think is just like so funny, like that he kicked me out and then I meet this guy. The date went really well. He's 37 and very successful, and was asking me a lot of questions about myself, and I think that's always a very good sign. Also, I've been reading your guys' comments, and there are just so many girls that have been dating narcissistic men, and we can't do that. I don't know. Is this my hubby?
Honestly, I find this a little strange because, you know, she seems pretty upset that he told her to get out, which is usually what happens when she breaks up with him. He tells her to leave. And obviously, it looks like she moved on pretty quickly, or maybe she never really liked her ex-boyfriend that much because she immediately found another man.
Ex-wife. We got into an argument over the phone, the mother of my 2 daughters, and she let something slip that made me question, is the first kid I had with her my actual daughter? So when I go get my kids, all of them together, all 3, I took them to Charlotte and we got the DNA test. And sure enough, a couple weeks later, come back, find out the first kid I had with her while I was in high school was never mine to begin with. And I just had my other kid with her, right? The one that really is mine. That was a rough time. What's the worst thing a woman could do? To me, that's the worst thing you could do. And she did it because she knew I was going in the military. I made the decision I was going. Now that I know the truth that this kid isn't mine, I almost had a little bit of relief that I can probably let this part of my life go. And also child support. The sadness that hit me was the fact that she's not mine now. When I get my daughter, watching her watch me take her sister now, and not her. The first few years, I still took her, but I knew at some point I'm gonna have to not. Her dad's gonna want time and all this stuff. But the first time I got her, after the fact, I asked her, did your mom tell you something about what's going on with us? And she said, Mom said that you don't want to be my dad anymore. And I was like, here we go. So I got to battle this. And then trouble started happening between me and her that I just had to let it go. We still talk today, but it's just...
So, not only did she basically try manipulating her kid by saying that, you know, he doesn't like you anymore, XYZ, but she was actually the one who cheated on her in high school. She really has no reason to be upset about this. And honestly, almost any man would probably want to end the relationship after discovering that. It's absolutely heartbreaking that they even went on to have 2 kids afterward.
It's a great example of a pick-me, a princess treatment, but it really should be the other way around. Like, he should be feeding her and treating her like a princess. And that's what's wrong with this society lately.
That's why you're single. Shut it.
Obviously, every relationship has its own dynamic, and it's honestly very difficult, and really shouldn't be judged based on just one video posted on social media.
Meltdown, right? Ooh, someone lost her mind.
Guys are so lucky. You guys do not understand. So I'm 25, right? I'm sitting here and I'm having to build a f***ing roster. I'm having to sit here and go out and do things I don't want to do. I don't want a roster. I don't want to go out and date. I don't like this hookup culture. I don't like any of it. But I feel like I don't have a choice. Men, you guys just get to sit there and you guys can go wait until you're in your 30s, you're almost 40, and you can just go get with a girl that's in her 20s and live a normal life.
Yeah,
girls don't have that luxury.
Definitely.
You're 25 years old, you're young, right? The way that you get yourself, you want to line yourself up for marriage, for children, for all these things that you say you want, it's not by building a roster. It's not by racking up a body count. It's not by doing hookup culture. That's not getting you anywhere. The only thing as a female that's going to get you actually is you're going to get a lot of guys who ultimately won't want you. You are going to X yourself out of a lot of good.
This might sound like a crazy concept, but this woman doesn't need to build a roster, nor does she have to go through 100 men and date every single one just to find someone who fits into her life. She could simply take a more traditional route if she's genuinely looking to settle down and, just let life run its course until she eventually finds someone.
Well, I hope you guys are happy. That guy that I really liked, he found out about my job and he's not okay with it. I guess one of his friends told him. I was just waiting to tell him because I wanted him to get to know me, not.
This stuff genuinely sad, man. I'm gonna be honest, any woman out here who's doing this kind of work, no dude worth anything is gonna want any part of that. It's a cold lesson. It really, really is. And if there's men out here that message me all the time, Al, should I date her if she has an OF, or should I date her if she's a stripper, or homie, it's gonna be nothing but problems, drama, and stress, and it's just not something you want to be dealing with. A real man is going to look for a real woman, a woman with wifey qualities, going to be able to, to bring peace and love and to that relationship, and you're not going to find that with this. I don't blame him for walking away. I really don't. Stop settling with this kind of crap, G. Jim, Gron, and God, you guys focus on your life, on your purpose, find something that makes you fired up inside and go after it.
So, you really have to understand that when someone finds out you've done something like that, chances are they're going to walk away, right? That's exactly why being honest from the beginning matters, because a lot of men, and she clearly knows this, just aren't going to be willing to deal with something like that.
Molded my wife to please me.
She's not a seasoned woman.
We don't want that.
Know already.
We don't want that.
Those younger women, those girls don't know themselves already. Men want those women because they're able to mold them. Absolutely. And you can teach them and tell them what to do and how to do it, when to do it, and what to do.
No.
With us older women, we've been there, done that. We already know ourselves.
We don't want women that we have to battle your past for. If I get me a younger woman with less experience, why can't a alpha man mold his wife to be that wife to make him happy? This is why we date younger women. Yep. They don't have those experiences, those trauma-ass decisions that you've been through your whole life that's keeping your guard up from me. Because I hate the notion that women always try to make it seem like men are semi-predators because we want a pure woman. This is what we want. Y'all can't get mad at us for wanting what we...
Obviously, this doesn't apply to every woman who's a little older, but it's pretty clear she's carrying a lot of bottled up anger inside her. And maybe that comes from experiences in her past, but honestly, I have no idea.
Go up to the girl and say hi, say something, say anything. If she's mean, if she says something, okay, not for you, bye, move on. But stop being scared to go up to girls. So we went to this event today. They give us wristbands to indicate if you're single or taken. So it's obvious. You don't have to even worry about okay, are they taken or not? But I come to find out that this guy told one of my friends saying, oh, she's cute. What about her? Why didn't you come up to me? And this happens all the time. I just don't understand. If you are interested in someone, just go and talk and have a conversation. Maybe you could even get a friendship out of it. But why be scared? Why be afraid? Don't be scared. Just go, socialize, talk to people. Say, hey, how are you? What do you like to do for fun? Anything. Just be nice.
So, she's saying she doesn't need a man and doesn't really even want one. She's saying that maybe it could be cool. Honestly, her whole attitude is probably why she doesn't attract that kind of person, because it's pretty clear that she's simply not interested, allegedly. But guys, you definitely won't want to miss the craziest clip I've got coming up.
I should be getting asked out on a weekly basis. No shit. I got my shit together. I'm financially stable. I'm not crazy. I'm healthy. I'm a go-getter. I don't need anything from a man except for, yeah, it'd be kind of cool to spend some time traveling, experiencing different things, helping each other build our careers. And I get asked out on zilch dates. Zilch. Look at how cute I am. Like, it's a crying shame that I'm not asked out on a weekly basis. I'm just saying that. Like, I don't even have these, like, overzealous guys that are way out of their league asking me out. I don't. Like, I don't get asked out at all, which is crazy.
Unfortunately for this woman, I believe 5'10" is either around average or slightly above average when it comes to men's height in the US. So, her chances of finding someone who's 6 feet or taller and also interested in her becomes significantly lower.
10, that's pretty short.
5'10" is short.
Yes, 5'10" is short. I can't even I can't do nothing with that. Like,
what do you need to do at 5'10"? I mean, wait, how tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
You're 5'2". Okay.
That's what I'm saying. 5'2" and 5'10", that don't match up. Like, I need at least 6 foot.
You need at least 6 foot.
I want to break my